Namaskar. Om. We are dealing with the Shankara Bhashya of Bhagavad Gita. And we have seen that the Shankara Bhashya starts from the 11th shloka of the second chapter. And we have seen the introduction of Shankara Bhashya regarding the two ways, the way of wisdom or Sankhya Buddhi and the way of actions and rituals, the way of yoga. The two methods are for two different kinds of person. And Shankara says that these two methods are not for the same person. And today we are going to start the 11th shloka of second chapter. This is a shloka in which Shankara starts his explanation in Gita. तस्मात् गीताशास्त्रे केवलात् एव तत्त्वज्ञानात् मोक्षप्राप्ति न कर्म समुच्चितात् इति निश्चितार्थः. So Shankara is concluding that it's proved that what the intention of Krishna is that moksha or liberation is through wisdom or knowledge. And he has no intention of mixing the way of knowledge and mixing the way of action. Atha यथा च अयम अर्थ तथा प्रकरणशो विभज्य तत्र तत्र दर्शयिष्यामः. Shankara says that whenever there is a shloka or a verse coming, I will explain that then and there. तत्र एवं धर्मसम्मूढचेतसा महति शोकसागरे निमग्नस्य अर्जुनस्य अन्यत्र आत्मज्ञानात् उद्धरणम्. So Krishna, seeing that there is no other way other than the knowledge of self or the knowledge of the Atma, the grief or the sorrow of the Arjunan can be removed. So he starts with knowledge or the knowledge of the Atma or the knowledge of the self, because that's the only way Arjuna can eradicate his sorrow. अपश्यन् भगवन् वासुदेव तद अर्जुनन् कृपया उद्धितारेषु आत्मज्ञानाय अवतारेन् आह. So in order to uplift the mood and remove the sorrow, Krishna is going to start the advice about Atma or soul. This is the 11th shloka. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha अशोच्यानन्वशोचस्त्वं प्रज्ञावादांश्च भाषसे गदासु न गदांसु च नानुशोचन्ति पण्डिताः. अशोच्यानन्वशोचस्त्वं. You should not grieve for those people who must not be grieved for. And you talk like a person of wisdom. Actually, you are not, because you are having grief and sorrow. And people of wisdom or people of knowledge, they don't grieve for people who are living or people who are dead. So that is the word meaning of the 11th shloka. That you should not be grieved, you should not grieve for anybody, whether it is living or whether it is dead. People of knowledge, people having wisdom, they don't grieve for such things, because this is the way of the nature. People die, people get old age. This is the natural way of the life. So what is there for grief? Shankara Bhashya, na shochya ashochya Bhishma Dronadaya Satpratatvat. Bhishma and Drona, they are people of good conduct, great people, people who have followed dharma or who have did meritorious deeds. So such people should not be, you should not grieve for them. They are great people, Bhishma and Drona. Paramartha Rubena cha Nityatvat. Even in real sense, they are Atma or self. They are not the body as you think. They are self or they are Atma. So, in their real sense also, they are eternal. Tan ashocyan anashoja anushocitavanasi te mriyande tannimittam aham tai vina bhuta kim karishyama rajya sukhadina idi. So you are grieving for them, grieving for Bhishma and Drona, thinking that what's the use of this kingdom without them? Without Bhishma and Drona, what's the use of these pleasures of the kingdom? Even if I fight and win, what happiness I can have if Drona and Bhishma are dead because of me? I become the cause for their death. And that pleasures which are enjoyed by me without them, what's the use? Tam prajnavadam buddhimadam vadan cha vachanani cha bhashase. And you talk like a pandita or a man with wisdom or a man having knowledge. You talk like, actually you are not. Tat edat mauthyam pandithyam cha viruddham atmani darshayasi. Unmatta iva iti abhiprayaha. So you show grief. You show grief for yourself and for Bhishma and Drona. And then you talk like a man of wisdom. So these two things, grief and wisdom, they don't go together. So you are talking like a madman or a lunatic because you are mixing the words of wisdom and mixing the words of grief. That is ignorance. So you are talking like a lunatic. It doesn't make any sense. Yasmat gadasun gadapranan mridan agadasun agadapranan. So those people who are living or those who are not living, that means dead. Na anushochanti pandita atmajna. People of wisdom or people who have realized self will not grieve for either for dead people or for those people are living. They know that death, life, all these things happen. Like every year we have rainy season and summer. Like that, birth, death will happen naturally in this world. And people of wisdom will not grieve for such things. Panda atma vishaya buddhihi yesham tehi pandita pandityam nirvidyedi shrute. Panda means those having Panda is atmajnana or knowledge of self, knowledge of soul. And those who are having knowledge of self or knowledge of Atma is called Pandita. And in Brihadaranyaka Shruti, it is said that Pandityam Nirvidya means knowing the self. After knowing the Atma, one has to become like that, Bhaikshajariam Charanti. So after Pandityam Nirvidya, after knowing the Atma, after knowing the self. So the Panda is used as Atma Vidya or Atma Jnanam, knowledge of self. Paramardhada tu tan nityan ashocyan anishojasi ato moodha asi iti abhiprayaha. In reality, you are Nityan. You are eternal Atma. Anishochasi. There is no need of grief for yourself or your Atma. Ato moodhasi. So if you grieve for your Atma, you are a fool. You are ignorant. You are knowing nothing about your Atma knowledge, that you are a fool. Kutate ashochya yato nitya katham. Why? Why they should not be grieved for? Why they are eternal? So we are dealing that in the next verse, that is the 12th verse. So Krishna has started. Krishna has given an introduction to the Atma Vidya, or the way of knowledge or way of self, knowing the self. Ashochyananna shochastvo. You should not grieve for anybody. And grief and wisdom, they don't go hand in hand. Namaskar.